Welcome everyone to ACE Weekly. My name is Avalola and I teach persons tips and tricks that they can use in their online business or their offline business. Welcome to everyone joining so far. Let me know who is here in the comments area. Now, we have persons joining from my Facebook page, my Facebook group, and also my YouTube channel. So my YouTube channel is Ace It with Ava, so you can go over there and subscribe to that channel. My Facebook group is Ace It with Ava, and my Facebook page is also Ace It with Ava. So you can like the page and you can join the group. The group is free to join. Just answer the questions that are asked of you, and then you can be admitted to the group. So let me know who is here right now. Now note that if you are joining from Facebook, I won't know the names of the persons commenting because you may not have signed up with StreamYard. So I'm going to be putting in the chat area what you need to fill out if you want me to know who is commenting via the StreamYard on Facebook. So you go to streamyard.com/Facebook and follow the instructions there. So I see Charmaine, Denise, and I see Freelance Goddess from YouTube. And so if I don't see your name, it's because you may not have been signed up with StreamYard. So I apologize for any noise that you may hear in the background. All right. So tonight we are going to be looking on how you can make an online portfolio for free. We all love free, right? So that's what we're going to be looking on tonight. How to make an online portfolio for free. So as usual, during the presentation, you can ask any questions that you have and I will get them answered. So hi, Jennifer, I see your name. I see your name. So you're signed up with StreamYard. So if you come up as Facebook user for me, I don't know the name. So if you're saying hi or you have a comment, just put your name. So Faithlin, hi, I see your name in the StreamYard. Thank you so much. All right, so we're going to start tonight's presentation. So let me know that you're seeing my slide. So how to create an online portfolio for free. So first of all, what is a portfolio? It is something that you've heard about. Some people may not know the correct definition for a portfolio, but a portfolio is something that every freelancer should have, or any person doing any kind of work should have. And as we see here, it's a tangible proof that you can do what you say you can do. So if you say you're a graphic designer or a website builder, or you do transcription, or you do data entry, anything that you do, video editing, people want to see that you're able to do that. So what can we see, or where can we see that? You can show them in a portfolio. Now, note that the portfolio should only include work that you have permission to show. So you may not be freely able to show a client's work unless you've been given permission. And you can show sample work that you have created for practice in your portfolio. People assume that your portfolio has to be something that you got paid for. Your portfolio contains work that you're capable of doing, whether it is paid or free. So you probably want to see proof of their work. That's what people want to see. So to be able to win projects that you really want, you must provide relevant examples to showcase your expertise. Now, what should you include in this portfolio? So some people may not think about the details of the portfolio. What should it have? So definitely you want to have samples of your best work. So throughout the journey, you may be creating samples, and not all of them, to be honest, look that great. So only put the ones that look the best. Get opinions from your friends and family. What looks good? Don't just go off of what you know or what you think looks good, because obviously if you have created it, some people may not have a eye for critiquing their own work. They may think that everything they do is great. So ask someone else's opinion on what you have done, and then based on that, you add those to your portfolio. So start putting together or pulling together examples of the work you are really proud of. Depending on your line of work, this can include anything from links of your published articles, so if you're a writer, or website designs, or video reels, video editing and such. What else can you include in your portfolio? So descriptions and results. Now, this may be something people don't think may be important to add to a portfolio, but it's definitely good to include these things. So packing your portfolio with eye-pleasing visuals is a smart move, but compelling your prospects to actually get in touch with you or ask quotes, rather, ask quotes requires another level of proof. So other than you showing them what you're capable of doing, what results have you had? And these can come in the form of statistics. So you can put some statistics there. For instance, you may have written an article that got a lot of traffic for your client if you're an article writer, or you may have done a video that got your clients leads or people interested in their business. So if you can show proof of your work getting results, that's always good. And you can put a description of the project, anything you tackled in it, any difficulties you had, and how you were able to overcome these difficulties, and what were the results that you managed to achieve from that particular piece in your portfolio. So these things give buyers more meaning. Now, obviously, when you're giving people your portfolio, you give them and make them be able to look through at their leisure, and then they can decide if they want to work with you. Sometimes clients ask for a portfolio, or you can just, in a discussion, you can say, I have a portfolio available if you want to look through and see some of my work. So either they may ask for it, or you can volunteer your portfolio. It seems that you're proud of your work and you want them to see it. So that's one thing you should look at. And another important thing to include: testimonials, case studies, or any references in your portfolio. So always try to source feedback from happy clients and include it in your pitch or portfolio. If you're just starting out, this was just a recommendation that if you're on LinkedIn, anybody that LinkedIn is recommending you that you can connect with, you can use those people. Or if you have any employer references, you can use those as well. So that's just some tidbits of how you can go about doing that. Now, if you have any education or professional achievements, put that in your portfolio as well. You don't have to do you hold a degree or a certificate? The great thing that in the online world, you don't have to have a degree or a certificate in what you're offering with your services. People really care if you're able to do the service. They're not necessarily concerned about the paper. But if you do have qualifications in what you're offering, or in general, you can add those to your portfolio. Have you received any awards or any important mentions in the press? Did somebody write an article about you that's exhibiting something that you have achieved that you think is worth mentioning? Mention that in your portfolio, and that helps to boost your credibility. You want to be someone that they want to work with and that other persons have worked with and had great results. So let me know, do you have a portfolio now? Tell me in the comments area, who has a portfolio now? Do you have an online portfolio, or do you have the regular old school putting your things together in paper or printing stuff portfolio? What kind of portfolio do you have? Do you even have one? So it's good to have a digital one, an online one. Sometimes they call it an e-portfolio as well, so that you can readily share this link with persons so that they can check out what you're all about. Now, how to create an online portfolio for free. That is what tonight's topic is about. So how do we do so? Here it is. Google Sites. Have you ever heard about Google Sites? Now, obviously, from you see Google at the beginning, you know that Google, you say Google again. Google has everything that you can think of that can help you with your business. So they have a free website building tool called Google Sites. Has anyone ever used Google Sites? First time hearing about it? Have you used it before? Wanted to use it but not sure about it? Well, I'm going to introduce you to Google Sites if you're not sure what it's all about. So we're going to actually head on over to the area and show you what this is all about. Now, in order to actually create your online portfolio, you have to have a Gmail email address and password to access Google Sites. So your regular Gmail email address, if you have it already, and password will allow you to access Google Sites. So let me just head on over there with that particular link that we have right there. So I see some person saying they don't know about Google Sites. Well, that's going to change in this session that we're having now. So remember, if you have any questions, put them in the comments area and I will answer them as soon as I can. So we see Cindy saying, yes, she knows about Google Sites. All right. So some people may know about it, but they may not have used Google Sites. And that's the objective for the lesson now. So I'm going to share my screen over on Google Sites and let's see what that's about. All right. So here we are on Google Sites. Now to get to Google Sites, you're going to go to sites.google.com/new. So sites.google.com/new. Now in this area, you will see a blank template that you can use. You will see other templates that are available for different things. So suppose you want to have a portfolio for your photographs, or you want to have a portfolio template. They actually have a portfolio template. Events, help center, project. And if you want to see other templates, you just click on template gallery and they have a whole host here. You have team, dog walker, holiday party, photo portfolio, restaurant, salon. And note that any of these templates can be customized for your actual portfolio. So don't think that because it says restaurant or whatever, anything that you're interested in, you can manipulate it and do for your portfolio. So for tonight's session, I'm going to show you what you can do with a blank slate. So I click on blank and here it takes me into my blank area that I am ready to start creating my online portfolio. So here we have an area that allows you to choose the header type that you want. So you can either have a cover. Let's look and see what cover is. Right now, by default, it's on banner. So this is the first page. This is the banner. Or you want it to be a cover. Look how cover looks. Or you want it to be a larger banner. Or you want it to just have a title alone. So you can choose what you want it to have. So cover, large banner, banner, or title alone. So I like banner, so I'm going to leave it on that. Now, this is like your regular text box. So notice that when I click in it, it allows me to edit the text that's displayed here. So here I can put what my portfolio is all about. So I'm just going to do a mini portfolio of Ace Weekly. Why not? So I'm going to type in Ace Weekly. So let's pretend I'm doing this portfolio to show persons all about Ace Weekly. Now I can change the font size. I can bold it, italize, underline. I can change the color of the font and so on. I can add a link to it. I can center, delete, you name it. I can change all these things. So I am going to select it and bold it. I may change the text, maybe not. So as simple as that. You have the opportunity to type in your site name. So I will just still call it Ace Weekly. You can call it whatever. And here where it says untitled site, this is the name your site will be saved as on your Google Drive. So I will just click in here and it will pick up whatever text I have right here. So I leave it at Ace Weekly. So I can change the image that's behind this right here. So instead of having this gray color scheme thing, I can click image right here, change image, and I can upload an image from my computer itself, or I can select an image that is in Google Sites gallery. So these are images and template stuff that they have in their gallery. I can choose from something here, or I can search on my Google Drive for any images I have, or I can search for images shared with me and such. All right. So I will just use the images that they have there. Or as I said, you can upload your personal image from your computer. So I'll just use one of the images here. So let's see, Ace Weekly. Let's see what this one looks like. So when you click on it, you just click select. So we see, wow, it's shaping up, right? It looks like, ooh, we having a website going on here. So let's leave it at that. So I change the background image and I have my Ace Weekly right here. So if you look on this side here, you see a trash can, which means I can actually delete all of what's right here. So when I add other things to it, you'll see what I'm talking about, more about what's on the side. So we have several areas here. We have insert, we have pages, and we have themes. So themes, usually that's how you want the pages to look, the color scheme or such. Pages, this allows you to add other pages to your website. So right now we have the default home page, so you can add other pages. And here where you have inserts, you can add more text boxes to add text. You can add images, you can add an embedded code, you can add things from your Google Drive, And here we have layout. So there are varying layouts that you can use, and we're going to try out some of these. And we have a whole host of other things that we can do here. You can add a collapsible group, table of contents, image carousel, button divider, placeholder, YouTube link, calendar map, a document from docs that you have saved, slides, sheets, forms, charts. So many things that you can add to your pages. So you have a variety of things. You just put your creative juices together and create what you want. So since I am doing my portfolio about Ace Weekly, who is the creator of Ace Weekly? Me. So I want my first page to tell people about me. So I'm going to use one of these layouts that they have. So they have a layout here where it shows a picture and it allows you to put text. So I like this one, so I'm going to use this. So let's click on it. So see here, I can add an image, or I can add the same, select from Google Drive or that same place you saw me do the background. I can upload an image from my computer, from Google Drive itself. I can use a YouTube link. I can add other things, okay? And here I can add text. So remember what I was telling you about these parts here? So we have a section that allows us to select colors for this particular element that we have right here. And we have an area here that allows you to duplicate. So I can duplicate this section. Let me click and show you what I mean. So when I click duplicate, it does another one of this layout. So it gives me two versions of this same layout. And if I don't want it, I simply click the trash can. Okay, so I am putting something about myself. So I'm going to look for an image of me that I have on my computer. So here I am, and I double click it, and here I am. So I can size it. So these are the regular size icons for sizing. So I'm dragging it to show more of me. Okay. So where it says click to edit text, I'm going to write about me. And then here it wants some text. So I have some text over here on my Facebook page that I'm going to use. So I'm going to just drag that text in. So I have a little text right here that I have about my membership, telling you all about it. So I'm going to put this part here from my page. Let me just take all of this. I want all of this, Okay, so copy. So of course you'd have your text ready to use. So I'm just heading on back to here, and I'm going to right click and paste my text in. Okay, so I say, hi, my name is Ava, and I help persons to set up their online business and teach them skills that can be used to create earning opportunities. So after I say that, I'm going to say I created Ace Weekly so that I could share tips and strategies for persons to employ in their business. Okay, can't spell business apparently. All right, so that's my text here. Of course, you put any text that you want. So I'm going to say here, I also have a membership program. The cost is 3,000 JMD per month, or $20 US, limited spots, membership benefits, all those things. So I'm going to bold the areas that I want to bold. And you notice that my bullets, which is my icon in front of each item, went that I had on my page. So I have an area here, as you see, that allows me to add my bullets. I can bold this too. So you see, you can bold and fix up things how you want it. All right, so I'm going to bold this. I'm going to do my italics. So remember, your page, you would set it up the way you want it. So my about me, I want it to be bold. So notice once I click on the text box, it gives me different options. So I want this to be bold. I want to change the color. So let me go here. I actually have my, I like purple is my color. So I actually have my code right here. This is my shade of purple. So I'm going to put my code by going to custom color. And here where it says hex, you can actually put the code of the color if you know it. All right. So I entered my color, click save. And there I have my purple, and it's bold. Yes. Okay. So I have that all in there. So now I can actually preview what my site is looking like so far. So these are the toolbar areas. You have your regular undo. Trust me, undo is your friend. You use that if you want to undo a last action. You have redo if you want to redo something. Most people want to undo, but sometimes you may want to redo. And here we have preview. Here you can share your website with others, and you have a settings area as well. And publish is what you would do after you're finished with your website. So we are able to preview the website. So let's go to the preview to see what it's looking like so far. So here I have my ACE Weekly, I have my banner area, I have my About Me. It has all these things so far. So how is it looking so far? Let me know. Let me see. Let me see if anybody has any questions. Let me head on back over to the area. Anybody has any questions? All right. So I see. Okay, so created a portfolio but didn't share it. All right, so if you create it, you need to share it so persons can see what your business is all about, so that they can see everything that you have to offer and get potential work. All right. So remember, put any questions that you have in the comments area. So let me head on back over since there are no more questions. So let me share again and go back and view what's going on with my site. Okay, so that's my preview. So this button here, I can, by the way, can preview on different things. So right now this shows a preview on large screen. I can show the preview on a tablet. So this is what it would look like on a tablet, and I can preview on mobile. So that's what it would look like on mobile. And guys, this is all for free. Can you imagine? So it's giving me options that I can choose. All right, so I can close this and go back to creating my portfolio. Okay, so I have the option to add what's called a divider. So look what happens. I'm going to click down here, and the divider is just a line to separate what's going on in your page. So I just want that line right there. And remember, the trash can comes up where you can delete the object that you have added or the layout that you have added. Okay, so I'm going to add another layout now, and let's add this one right here. So this one now, you see it looks different. It allows me to put in, as I said, I can put in an image. I can add a YouTube link. I can add anything I want. So remember, my particular portfolio is about my ACE Weekly that I have. Your portfolio can be anything you want. So if you are a designer, your portfolio right now could have each of these having images of work that you have done. So remember, you would play around and see how the layout works best for what service or what you want to show. So since I'm treating this kind of like my home page, what I'll have here is that I will have an area that has, I actually want to have two. I don't want to have three. I want to have two of these. So I'm going to delete one of them. So I can click on it and delete it. All right. And I can actually drag this over so that it has more space. It's not, I'm actually able to manipulate them how I want. So I want to have an area here that says replay of sessions. And then what do I want the other area to be? Maybe I want the other area to show like presentation slides or something like that. All right. So let me just click this and let me go to my select image. And as I said, what I said I wanted it to be, I want it to be, I'm going to search on Google for images, or let me just do the old-fashioned way. Let's go to our royalty-free website, pixabay.com, and I'm going to search for a picture. What did I say I want? Replace. I just want a computer. So let me just search for computer and just look for a nice computer, any kind of computer that strikes my eye, and I will use that to represent replace. Let's say I choose this one. Free download. I'm going to choose the 1280 by so and so. I'm not a robot. Okay, we need to do the crosswalks because the robots are taking over. So we need to prove that we are not the robots and so on. All right, so apparently I'm a robot because it can't verify me. Yay. Okay, so I'm downloading that. So I'm going to go back to my site and I will go to upload and look for that picture. So here it is. So drop that in. And then here now, I want a picture to represent like slides. So let me look for something that looks like a book or something. Doesn't really, not too serious. You fix it up and fix things the way you want it. So let me just click this and download this for free. All right, so free download, same kind of thing. Okay, I'm not a robot. Computer, download, and heading on over back to my website. Click the plus, upload from my computer this image. Okay, so this one looks a bit cut off, so I can actually, when I double click on it, I can move it over how I want. I double clicked on it. Okay, so I dragged it over to show what I want from it. All right, so here I can add text. So it says click to add text to edit the text. So here I want to say replays of previous sessions. All right, and here I wanted to say PowerPoint, or I should say Google Slide presentation. So Google Slide presentations. All right, remember, as I said, for your portfolio, manipulate things. I'm just showing you how to use the various features that it has. So I'm bolding, I'm using the center feature. I'm going to bold this too and center, and I'm going to use my color that I want to use. So let's see if we can take some of that space out. Let's actually see if we can make this be in one line. All right. So we notice that because I'm doing different things right here, we notice it kind of up and down. So it's best to choose things that are of like size. All right. So, but I'm just showing you the feature. Okay. So here I'm going to come here and change the color to my purple. I'm going to change this to my purple. Okay. My purple right there. And then we have that. Okay. So I'm going to now preview. So let me put it on the large screen. Okay, so we have that going on down there. As I said, it's best to choose images of similar size so you can have a better layout right here. So let's close that and head back over here. Okay. Now, what I can do is actually have pages that this is going to lead us to. So this says replays of previous session, Google Slide presentation. So it needs to take us somewhere. So you notice that there's a pages section here. So we can look at the plus sign. We can add another page. We can add a new page. So that's what I want to do, add a new page. So one page I'm going to call replays and click done. And the other page I'm going to call Google Slides presentation. All right. And click done. Now, if I don't want them to be, because notice that it put them right here. So if I don't want them to be shown right here on the page itself, I can actually hide the navigation. So I don't want them to show there. So I can actually hide it by clicking these three buttons, the three dots, and I can hide them from the page itself. But obviously home is that's the first page. All right. So let me go back to the home page where that's our page here. And we can link these two areas to those two extra pages that we created. Very simple. So we want to link the image as well as the text because we don't know where people may click. So when you click on the image, notice that all the sizes appear around it. So the paperclip icon looks like, you know, the attach icon, but it's different because the alignment is different. It's on its side and not upright. So when you click this, you can link it, choose the page you want to link it to. So I want to link it to the replays page and I apply. I want to link the text as well to the replay page and I apply. This, click on the image. I want to link it to the, click in here. I want to link it to the Google Slides and I apply. I want to link the text to Google Slides and I apply. Okay. Whoops, something went wrong there. So let's undo that. All right, let's head on back over here. So undo. So let me select the text and then we're going to insert it. All right, and then I apply. Then over here, let's select the text and we click on the link and I apply. All right, so that's how we do it. So let us preview and see what's going on here. So preview. So here I have about me, blah, blah, blah. When I come down here and click on this, it takes me to replays. All right. So let me close that. And then when I come back to my home, so I'm just testing out the different parts. So when I come back to home and I come here to slides. Oh, we didn't do the image. So you notice it's not taking me anywhere. So we need to fix that. But this one takes me back to the replay page. So it's good. Ace Weekly up here, by the way, it takes you back to your home in case you are wondering. So we need to edit that because obviously this image is not going anywhere. So let's click on the image again and link it to where? Google Slides and apply. So let's preview and see if it's working properly now. Okay, so we see the hand come up and it links. So of course you have to check the functionality. Is your navigation going where it needs to? You need to check those things. All right, so come out of the preview and we're going to head on over now to these two pages and edit them. So on the replay page, what do I want to have? The replays. So I am going to choose a layout that allows me to have my different areas. So here you see I can add a YouTube video to it. So here I clicked on YouTube and I actually have these replay videos on YouTube. So I'm going to just search for Ace Weekly. This is looking on general YouTube and I'm going to see what comes up. Let me see if anything comes up re my Ace Weekly. If not, I'm just going to search for, let's see, I can search for Ace It with Ava and it should bring up something from my channel. But the easiest thing I think it would be is to put the layout. So let's go back to here and let's use one of these layouts here. All right. And I can click here plus and then go to YouTube and do what I need to do. So let's go Ace It with Ava. Let's see if that makes it any easier. So see, I have my Ace Weekly. So this one, I have a question and answer session. I click it and I can select and it drops that one in. Click this one here, go to YouTube and I can search again and do that. So let's look for the other one. This one was a budgeting one. So you just add your different, for me, as I said, I'm adding my different replay videos that I wanted to do. All right, so here I have what I have uploaded on my YouTube tab, an uploaded section, so I can just easily add them from here. So I've just easily added 3 videos from my YouTube channel, 3 video links that I wanted to use. And I could have uploaded an actual video as well. So you know you want your text to say what the replay was about. So this one was question and answer session. All right. Now I don't want this text right here where it says click to edit text, this one. So I can click in it and just delete it. So any element you don't want, you can just click in it and look for the delete button. So I don't want that extra piece. So this one was about budgeting. So I can just put budgeting. So remember, for your portfolio, you're adding different things that suit what you want people to see about your business. All right. So I'm just showing you just basically how to use Google Slides and the different things. And then you arrange your thing, how you want to be creative, etc. So 12 essential skills. And you may have remembered some of these sessions for those who are following Ace Weekly. 12 essential skills every transcriber should have. All right. And of course, I need to change my color. I'm going to make the text a bit smaller. So let's make it, let's go down some more. Let me do, yeah, that's not bad. Let's do 14. All right. So I'm going to change the color. So of course, building your portfolio is going to take time. You need to make sure that you're planning and trial and error, make sure everything looks how it should look. So don't think that this is something that you're going to just easily do. But of course, it's worth it when it's done because you have something that you can share with persons and they can see what you offer. So that's the great thing about it. All right, so let me just widen this a little bit. All right, I'm just going to go in the next line, every subscriber. All right, so bold. And then I am going to change the color, font color. I'm going to make the text a little bit smaller so that we're seeing more here. Right. Let's see if we can, it should allow you to have it in the one line, right? So as I said, it will shift up based on it, but we'll try and error. You guys sort that out. Okay. So let's preview and see what that looks like. So I have my different things right here and so on. So remember, choose based on what you want. Where sizing is concerned, try to have similar sizing so that it looks neater when you're doing that. All right, so let's close that. And of course, I would go to my other page. Where's my other page? My Google Slides. Now you can actually add a Google Slide presentation to this area. So let me look for another I just go to insert here. But here, anyway, we have Google Slides here. So it says slides. Now note that this has to be on your Google slide itself. All right. Your Google Drive. You have to have these slide presentations on your Google Drive. So I go to slides and it's showing me slides that I have. So this is the slide presentation I'm actually using now. So how to create an online portfolio. So I click it and I click insert and it drops that in right there. And I can add another slide. Let's look and see if I can find other slides that we had. Did see here 12 skills every pro transcriber will know. Click on it and insert. And look here, I can drag this one right beside it. I just drag it beside it. So I can have my different things. Now I can actually duplicate this. So my duplicate, if I want to have it here, I can have them right here. So I can just add in the different things and easy. So I can just have that put together. So I just wanted to see what it looks like when several are on. So let's preview that. All right. So we have our presentation. So you can add a Google Doc. You can add any of the Google application programs. You can add those and such. So if I wanted to add, let's say I wanted to add something from a Google Doc. Let me put in a divider here and let's go to docs. So you can see what the docs looks like. So let's see what kind of docs. So what kind of docs do I have here that I can add? Do I have anything I can add? All right, let me add this. This is just a random doc, but I just want to show you what it looks like. So click on it and insert. And this is what the Google Doc looks like. So you're not seeing everything here, but when you go to preview, it shows you everything that's in the doc. So it shows the doc and you can scroll through it. That's how it shows the Google Doc. So for transcribers, if you want to show a transcript that you've done, you can add the Google Doc on it and it can show like that. All right. So you can add a Google Sheet, you name it, you can add it based on the things that you have there. All right. So come out of the preview. So you're able to add all these things that you have here. You can add a button. Now you can add a button. Let's click and see what the button looks like. So you can add the name of the button and then you put the link. So suppose I want to tell them to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I can write subscribe to my YouTube channel. And then I put the link to the channel. So I'm going to have, let me just type it in here, youtube.com/ace-it-with-Ava. The reason I'm typing it here, if I just copy this, it will put on the HTTP for me easily. Because most times you have to make sure that you have that on the link for it to pick up as a link. So it did the HTTPS : not colon. What do you call that again? Yeah, it's a colon. Yeah. Why couldn't I remember what you call those two dots right there? Brain freeze. And then you click insert. And here's my button. I can move my button here. I can make my button larger and such. Widen my button so I'm seeing all the text and all these things. All right. So you can format your button accordingly. You can edit the button, change things and such. As you know, with everything, you can format it. So let me just widen my button so I'm seeing all of the text. So I'm just showing that you can have a button. And when we preview, and here is my button, I can click on my button and it will take me to my YouTube channel because that's where I told it to link. So you have all of those different things that you can set up your portfolio. So remember, you would organize and add things according to what you want to showcase. So if you want to show Google Slides, if you want to show images that you're capable of doing, you can do that. So for those even persons who are designers, graphic designers, if you want to showcase your images in this way, they have something called a carousel. So here you saw image carousel. So when you click on this, it allows you to select the different images you want. So let's say, let me use the select image area. So let's not use that part. Let us use the upload. So I'm going to click on this, upload images. So suppose I had several, this is my book that I had on my computer. Let me just choose, do I have any other random? I'm just going to choose random images to add there, but pretend that they are, pretend that they're different, my designs and such. I add all my images and I insert, and I can move my carousel actually in the middle, and I have my thing right here that allows me to skip through. So let's preview and see what it looks like. So I can preview, I can go through my different images. So if you want to show your images in that way in a carousel, you have that option to do that. So know that they have different ways for you to display things. So what I do want you to do is to just explore it. What can you do with Google Sites where your portfolio is concerned? And last but not least, you have to publish your website so persons can see it, so that you can share this link. So let's go to publish. And we're going to follow what is shown here. Now it says publish to the web. What do you want your web address to be? Now note that because this is a free website and you're not paying for anything at the moment, you would have sites.google being a part of your URL, but you have a capability to personalize it. So here it's asking me, do I want to use Ace Weekly? I do, and it's showing me what my website link would look like. So it says https / sites.google.com / view / Ace Weekly. So here it says you can have a custom domain, make it easier for people to visit your site with custom domain like www and whatever. But obviously, you know that if you're going to have a custom anything, you're going to have to have some sort of payments. If you want that, you can explore that area right there. All right. So here you can request that public search engines do not display your website, but we want people to see it. So note that this is a live website and this is a website. So people can see your website if they do a Google search. So don't think that it's like a Google Doc and whoever you share this link with, they're the ones that see it. It's a website. It's live. All right. Everybody can see it depending on the settings that you choose. So I'm going to click publish. So here it says, and who can view your site? So here it says anyone, but you can choose if you want to only have certain people see it. So here you can restrict it that only people with the link, but I want it to be public. So I leave it on public and I click publish, and the site, as it says, has successfully been published. When I click view, it shows me my website right here. So my website link right here is, what's it? sites.google.com / views / Ace Weekly. So what do you think about that free website? You created a free website with your portfolio. What you thought about that? Does it seem simple enough? Does it seem like something you could try, something you'd want to do? And remember, you would be creative with how you would put your pages together. You may only want one page. You can create this any way you want to do it. But just know that it is for free and you can share this with people so that they can get an idea of what you're capable of doing. So if you want to share different Google Sheets that you, slides or Google Docs that you have created in one place, you can do so. If you want to share your videos, if you want to share your images, the whole point is it gives you a digital way to show people in one area what your work looks like. And we gave you examples of things you want to include in your portfolio. So we could have had a page called testimonials, and we either add testimonials in text form, or if we have a testimonial video, you could add that as well. The whole point is make sure that you have a digital portfolio readily available so that persons can see what you're capable of doing. As they say, seeing is believing? Yes, seeing is believing. So when they can see, it's better for you to show them than trying to explain certain things. And note again, you have to have permission to use certain clients' work in your portfolio. If you don't have that permission, if it's confidential, you can't be showing people that. And if you have done practice work, yes, that can go in your portfolio as well. Get the opinions of your friends and family to see what you should add to your portfolio. Get an opinion, get feedback, and make sure you're adding the best things or the best samples in your portfolio itself. So if you're watching this on a replay, let me know by commenting replay whenever you watch it. If you found the session helpful, you can comment as well. So thank you guys for joining me live on Ace Weekly, and I will see you all in the next session. So have a great rest of the night. Bye.
Bye-bye.